Fuck. You're blinking?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, press. 1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8,
9,
10.
Wow, nothing. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl, how are you on this delightful evening here?
Oh, I am living my best life.
Oh, that's right.
Or the best one God could, get for me. I don't know. It's other better lives.
Jesus could get for you.
I shouldn't say that. I am exactly where I want to be in this moment. And it's right here with you in the Around the Way community.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? How you living? I hope all of y'all living your best lives. You rocking out. You listen to Around the Way Curls. You driving. You cooking. You sitting. How y'all doing?
Okay, what are your updates?
So, I realized in our search menu, John, what's that called on Around the Way Curls? Your
Explore page.
I'm addicted to pimple popping videos. It's become a problem. They've become more and more grotesque. The fact that people are living with the things that they have lying under their skin is alarming to me. And I may be speaking from a privileged space, and I apologize. It's hard out there. It's delicious. Some of them is so satisfying.
I honestly can't believe you're saying this because you used to shame me for my love of these goddamn videos.
Well, I think
that's
it's
the
your
only
fault.
reason why you seeing them.
I know. I think it's your fault.
You came to the light.
I have always popped the pimples of my partners. I'm a partner pimple popper. Loved it. Oh, with the ingrown hairs. If you get a pimple mixed with ingrown hair and that hair has been growing for weeks, oh my God.
And you get that out.
The satisfaction.
It's so satisfying.
Rasheed will not let me do that. And he doesn't have that. He doesn't have those kind of pimples. But it's a problem, though, because it's moved from pimples to boils,
cysts.
I've noticed.
Boils, not cysts, yeah. You get
and now I'm like, yo, this is fucked up. Like,
do you like a gooey cyst or a hard cyst where it comes out all at once? Or like the mushy cyst?
The one that they have to break it up. The one that they have to break them up. Those kind of cysts, like the blackheads.
The mashed potatoes? You have to break it up.
No, it's like dark. It's like brown and oily. It's like sebaceous.
Oh, you like a dilated pore of Weiner.
You're not well.
That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's oxygenated. I think that's
really into that. Really into the ear ones as well.
Ooh.
New kink. Not into the boils and the big ones though.
The like watery ones.
No. I like a long skinny. Like, damn, this shit keep going and going and going and going.
I got a YouTube channel to send you.
Now, nigga, you be on YouTube watching this?
Oh, they're so much the fuck better on YouTube. They're so much better. I'm about to turn you out tonight. No, it's just longer videos and they're much more interesting. And they come out in like these squiggly patterns because it's incredible. The things that are on YouTube, I got you. Say less.
I'm invested. Please, shorty's
no problem, queen. We got problems. In other news, I don't even know how do I get into this? Let me
just say it. Just say what you said.
No. I was thinking about it the other day. And I was like, yo, it's been a long time for you. This is not a secret on this podcast. That I haven't. It's been a year since I have experienced sexual intercourse. And then even before that, I don't need to tell my business. I took an edible, so now I'm talking too much. But even before that, it just very inconsistent. Very inconsistent. No one.
The lovemaking.
No one of a prolonged duration of time. So you can't get that, repetition in, that real like discovery of the person's body, what they like, get that rhythm going. You don't have it. So the other day I was thinking, I said, girl, do you know how to ride anymore? Like, could you do it? And I was like, you get winded faster than before. You're working on that. And my knees hurt more. And then I'm realizing that when I was doing yoga the other day, and you know how you sit on your heels? That hurt. And I said, can you even sit in that position? Lord knows you can't be up on with your whole
Not
foot
the
on
flat feet.
Baby, the flat feet take you out in 10 seconds. You be like, my fucking quads. What's going on? So, damn it if I didn't like try to simulate riding.
Oh, you did.
And I was flicted. like the jump rope.
Not you saying flicted.
I was flicted. So I was like, all right, let me put on some music. So I'm like practicing.
You need that person back. You need the throwback. You need the whoop to make you know. You can't do it.
We're going to talk about that too later. That's one of the main topics now. This led me down this path. This realization led me down this path. So I had a homegirl over here, and we went out, and I was telling her like, yo, I think I might could suck right now. Like, I know the vaginal walls are fine, but the actual ride, is it okay? Am I still as flexible? You know, like I'm nervous. So she was like, you know what? I feel the same way, girl. I said, for real? And so I proceeded to put a pillow on the floor.
And y'all both was riding?
And we were exchanging tips and tricks.
I love that for y'all.
And so we're doing this, and I'm like, no. And so I'm like, you have to consider this. And then something else we're going to talk about a little later. This episode is ridiculous, but something else I need to think about long and hard is if for some reason I attract smaller penises. So there's a difference. So while I was doing this in the mirror, I'm thinking to myself, like, you going up and down pretty high now. You can't do that because we're going to talk about this later. When it slips out, kills the vibe. Whole vibe gone. Vibe gone. So now I'm like, oh shit. So that means I really got to bend in my back to get that.
Stay low. Got to keep the connection.
You got to stay low, and you have to really bend your back. So I went and got my yoga wheel, and I was just doing my yoga back exercises.
You prepping for this. You ready to get back in the game.
The curve in my back has to be significant in order to stay on the small penis. So there's different techniques here. You have to really hold it in your hand and understand what is capable. I was once so good I could turn around and leave the penis. You have to like hold the penis in your hand and really gauge it. Take an inventory because that's how you know how to approach it. Do I need to lift and separate when I get on that thing, or will it find its way past it? Is it strong enough? What's the curve? What's the girth?
Will you have to guide it? Is there some
guidance?
Will
you have to guide it?
Yeah. It's an important question.
Now you can have a.
Is it a lean in and then you go back, or is it
you reaching? Depending on how that thing sits. What angle is best?
What's going on?
If it curves,
circumcised, uncircumcised.
If it curves towards your chin, you might need me to ride not facing you.
Okay.
Otherwise, or no, actually the other way.
No,
it could slip out. It could slip out. Tricky.
She said
all of these things have to be considered.
That is,
it has to be.
His chin. It curves near his chin.
His chin, bitch. Because usually, if it's curving to one side or the other side, left or right, it's fine. But if it curves towards the back or towards the front, you got to approach that differently.
Antoinette. What the fuck right now? If y'all can see her face, the dedication, the contemplation.
What you don't understand is that I'm about to sound like a real Libra. I am like a student of this. Like I really dedicated a lot of study. Not just of the penis, but of the
techniques
of the penis. So like I just really dedicated a lot of time to want to know him and engage with him. And you know, I've had some
work
tricky
around.
yes, I've had some
Antoinette,
tricky
you've had some
workarounds.
tricky situations
You
which you
know.
have tolerated and were very
Not
patient
just
with.
tolerated, but I've been like, okay, how do I approach
What
this?
do we do?
What
What's
do we
technique?
do? What that's the word.
Let's
The
figure it out.
technique. And that's the thing. I think that sex, people don't approach it in that way of like, this is actually a skill. This is actually a technique. This is something that I should practice. Why wouldn't you put a pillow on the floor and practice? I'm at the point now, not me actually, because I don't want to tell my business. This person I know is at the point now.
Genius. Brilliant.
Where they're considering buying one of those dildos.
Girl, you might get that
ride.
just for your own fun, girl.
Listen,
I see them things. I said,
but you can get.
Damn, I got carpeted floor. This ain't gonna work now.
You can put it on a wall, but just something you can. Just something that, and that person wants to get it in different sizes to be able to practice the tech.
Now that Antoinette,
what?
If I know you got a whole bunch of different sizes and you have mastered the technique to each sizes, you best be getting paid for the type of sex that you about to put down. Because this
no way. That's gross.
These niggas better be paying you.
No, I thought you were going to say you better tell me.
Heavily researched. What's it? R&D. What's it? Research and discovery, girl.
Oh, very good. Good job.
They better come through.
No.
She's like, okay, let me measure this. Okay, I do understand. Okay, this is similar to this.
But it's not just, and here's the other thing. That's why I want to take these massage classes from the homie Michael. Like, it's not just focusing just on the
massage classes from Michael now too.
Girl, I already asked him. He ain't really understand me, but I think he got it the last time. I was like, Michael,
you gonna come into that room? Michael gonna be butt ass naked, like. You ready?
Like, I thought that's what you asked for. I'm like, no.
The massage class now.
No, I'm gonna figure out how to for real I think I just gotta put it in Google Translate if anything. But I'm really serious about researching pleasure and pleasuring my partner, my own pleasure as well. But I want to be a good lover.
I think a lot of that requires you in the partner's discovery.
Damn, what you trying to say? I can come as prepared as possible.
You can come as prepared as possible, but you need that
be like,
discovery.
Why are you doing that move? I'm like, oh, because the dildo that I had bought didn't slip out.
I've been practicing. It's exactly 12 strokes to the right, to the left, to the side to side.
No, I'm not putting together a routine. I just want to have as many techniques under my belt. I saw this girl do this one thing, and I said, "How is she doing that?" And I want to know.
What was it? I want to know.
What was it? You can't twerk, but she was on. I can twerk if I'm like, what are we talking about? If I'm on my knees and I can throw it back that way, right?
But if you're on your knees,
yeah,
your weight is on your knees.
Yeah, especially if you're bent forward, you can throw it back and then clap it. But the thing that she was doing, girl, she was on all fours or on her not all fours. She was on her feet, the soles of her feet, back straight in the air, down as low as possible, and just doing this thing that didn't look like a twerk thing. It was like I can't describe it. It was really...
Where you see it at? On the porns? Grow up, Antoinette. Not you going to porns to get the techniques. Look at your face. I'm exhausted. No. Oh, my God.
No, it was amateur, so it wasn't, the rag... It wasn't for the, it wasn't for the male gaze. It was beautiful, though. And he sounded like he loved it. And it wasn't super performative. She sounded like she loved it as well. And there was a smooth, undulation of her back that I was like, how is she doing that? How? She's probably a Caribbean woman. But I'm going to learn it, God damn it. That's all I got to say. And if he don't like it, fine. We'll throw it away. But I got it under my tool belt.
You niggas get yourselves together. This is what you're missing out on. fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I don't get it. I'm upset. What
It's
in the
fine.
fucking world?
It's all fine. And no, please don't say that because I'm not saying this as an advertisement of my services. Please don't do that. This is literally like the shit that I'm thinking about, and it's going to lead us into the main topic for this evening. But I know I'm not the only woman thinking like this. I know I'm not. It's somebody else out there. Let's go to our voicemails. If you have a question, a comment, what else are there? A statement, an observation, critique, a reflection, please give us a call at 215-948-2780. That's 215-948-2780. First up, we have a lovely caller, and I'm going to play it right now. Please work. Oh boy.
Hey ladies, it's Yasmin. I just heard an episode where a caller left a message regarding the Me Too movement and her own experience with sexual harassment in the workplace. And it sparked an idea that I thought I'd mention, or just a conversation that I'd put forth, and that's about when women are not believed. And although this caller was talking about sexual abuse and sexual harassment, I wanted to speak to my own experience with abusive relationships in general, and how I have a male family member in particular who refuses to believe any accounts that I have of my own experience with marital abuse. And any time this subject is brought up, hearing something in my own immediate family, which we would think is, a safe space, it's shut down. It's shut down. I'm literally gaslit. He will assume authority and not only invalidate the experience that I'm sharing, but totally dismiss it as something unimportant or even something that didn't happen. And that's how I really came to understand the meaning of being gaslit, that someone puts themselves in a position to qualify or disqualify the experiences of someone else. And it's so problematic because, not just because of what he's saying, his response to my experience, but I'm often frozen in the moment and can't defend myself and can't, advocate for myself. I'm not even showing up for myself. I'm allowing him to be an authority on my truth. And so I'm trying to find the words now to respond when that time comes again, because I'm sure it will come again. And I've actually scripted things that I can say and literally rehearsed it. And as silly as that sounds, I think that sometimes the best way to speak up for yourself is just to literally practice it until you find the courage to show up for yourself. And that also brings it back to dimming our light. And I've found that I've dimmed my own light in moments like that. So I just wanted to share that the problem of being disbelieved or not believed as a woman who suffered any kind of abuse is
she got cut off, unfortunately, and she didn't call back.
I just want to say what just struck me at the end of that was the idea that you shrunk yourself when you were being gaslit. You didn't have the words come to you immediately. First of all, being traumatized, being abused, is traumatic, and it affects you neurologically. And I don't know if it's so much of you shrinking yourself as you being re-traumatized in a way, and the expectation of you to show up completely different is something that I think it's just a high expectation to have, and to offer yourself a little bit more grace. And also the idea of you writing out those rebuttals feels healthy and feels like a way of you learning how to heal in a lot of ways. And to do that, whether or not you perform it when the time, quote unquote, comes or not. Something about that feels like healthy and like a rebuilding. So yeah.
I don't have anything. I think you hit the nail on the head. And I think that's a great offering for our girl. Forgetting her name right now. Who called Wendy, who called last week. Who she's talking to, but yeah.
Talking
about. So thank you for that, sis. And I really hope that one, the abuse stops, and then the additional abuse around the gaslighting of people not believing you and what you're saying stops as well. And I'm sorry that's happening. All right. We do have another voicemail. Let me go to that right now.
Hey there, I'm a big fan of you all. I fell upon your podcast after listening to Antoinette co-host. See, the thing is, and kind of falling in love with her. I'm falling in love with both of you. And this is my first time asking a question like this, but I figure it's worth a shot. So I am freshly 30. My birthday was a couple months ago. And I came from a very restrictive upbringing. So I always felt behind the curve in many respects. I didn't start to become an adult or experience basic actions of like freedom until after college, so 23, 24. So when you have that delayed at the start, in the beginning it feels exciting, but once you start hitting a few years, like I have now 30, so certain milestones that, a lot.
Why would that happen? Sorry.
At the start, in the beginning it feels exciting, but once you start hitting a few years, like I have now 30, so certain milestones that, a lot of people are hitting that I don't feel anywhere near ready for. Children, home ownership, things of that nature. And I understand the concept of everyone has their own weight. But when it comes to certain things, I don't know how true that is. So I struggle with kind of breaking myself out of that stuff. I don't know what the right way to do that is. And it could be, basic things, kind of just getting out of the habit of having a restrictive life. I don't want to ramble too much, but I guess to narrow it down to one question, how do you all push yourselves to do new things and to be unafraid while still trying to be true to yourself? And thank you. I am a fan, and hopefully you'll answer this again at some point.
Well, one, she say her name? No. One, at 30, and I think the things that you were citing was like, I don't have kids, I don't have the house. I don't feel like you're behind in that aspect, and like the societal like norms around home ownership and children and marriage and all that jazz. I feel like this is like the sweet spot. But if you're feeling like you're behind because for whatever reason, 24, 25, maybe 23 or 24 is what she said, was when you really gain your independence. I think that there's just social kind of experiences that you are probably experiencing later, and that's super valid, and it's probably really scary to enter into those experiences feeling like you're behind, you're behind the ball. And how do we do things that we're afraid of? I think we do them afraid and without judgment. Try to. That's really hard.
I was like, girl, I hate myself right now. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
But try to. You do them afraid. You do them anyway. And you try to do them without judgment. And then if you do it without judgment, then there's more self-observation around, why am I judging this part? Why is this the trigger for me? What is the shame behind this? What is the fear? And work through that. And that's honestly, that work, I think, is the important work that maybe you're doing later. Because nobody's figuring it out at fucking 23, 24, 21, 22. Like, hell no. They just hopefully start this work. And then honestly, most people ain't starting to work then either. They really just failing. So you're in a great place. Like, this is the time to be, self-reflective. And yeah, I feel like this is the time when you really start to do it in fear. I don't know. What about you? Anything?
I agree. Yeah, doing it with fear. And also just moving, like Antoinette said, away from all of the judgment, trying to understand and reflect on how a lot of your decision making may be conditioning from how you were raised. And I said it on the last episode, but moving in your life with it being an experiment more than like this test of morality, right and wrong, success, failure. We're all just out here trying shit out and learning and growing from it and failing and, healing. It's all just like this fluid thing. It's less of like a test in some ways that I think we all are like, oh, I failed, I fucked up, or like I'm winning, or they're winning. Yeah. However you interpret that.
All right. One more voicemail.
Hey, Shanti. Hey, Antoinette. This is Danielle. And I just wanted to come, long-time listener, first-time caller. I just wanted to come and give you all some love, give you all some encouragement, and I also have a question for Shanti. So I have a comment for Antoinette and a question for Shanti. Antoinette, I was listening to the episodes where you were talking about you were recording for the compilation album and you were nervous and you just didn't think you were going to sound good and all this stuff like that. And I was curious, so I looked you up on Apple Music and I listened to your jazz album, and girl, you don't have nothing to be worried about. You sound good. I think you just need to get out your head and just go in there and just have delusional confidence about yourself. And maybe it's because I'm a Leo and I just think that I'm like the best thing since sliced bread, but you just gotta go in there and, I don't know, turn on some Beyonce or something before you go and just go in there and sing your heart out because you sound good as fuck. And to Shanti, I love you so much. You are so funny. I wanted to know, I know you guys all went to performing arts school and stuff like that, but I wanted to know with you having Sable and stuff, was fashion always the goal? Or is that something that you just stumbled upon? Maybe you guys have touched on it in a previous episode and I missed it, but I just wanted to know that. Anyway, love y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. Shout out to all y'all and y'all friends. Shout out to Rashid. We don't even know him, but I feel like I know him. Shout out to Jolie. Shout out to everybody. Blessed day. Bye.
I love the community.
She's so dope. Danielle. She said shout out to Rashid. Yeah, she was a Leo.
Leo, I was just thinking it's so funny to see all the different energies that come on, what their signs are. Did she say fashion?
She did. So, yeah, Give us some background.
When people always say like, yeah, you're into fashion, I'm not. Like, I think fashion is like a whole world and culture that I have no interest in dipping and dabbling. Lines, collections, all of that shit is like no desire to get into it. I think style is important to me. Aesthetic is important to me. Experiences are important to me. I think I've just always loved thrift stores. I've always loved boutiques. I've always loved the excitement of like going into a space and being like, just excited by the items and the curation of it and the scents and the sounds and the music that they play. So that's been from since I could travel around a city by myself. That's been a thing. And so I guess I just carried those sensibilities into Sable, but fashion, I wouldn't say. Like, you ask me a fashion house, I don't know what that means. Balenciaga. That's all. Like, I have no idea. To me, that's what fashion means. And couldn't.
So then clarify what is Sable then if it's not fashion?
It's a curation of dope items that I love, but I don't think it's like a fashion.
But what's the
store.
curation? Like, tell us what's Sable for
clothing, jewelry, housewares, all sourced from Black, brown, and women makers. And I look for shit that's unique. I look for shit that's good quality. I look for shit that is funny, that makes you laugh, that resonates with, Black folks, that resonates with women, resonates with self-discovery and healing. So less healing, but more self-discovery.
Self-discovery is healing. Listen, Danielle, thank you so much. Delusional confidence. I wrote it down. I hear you, sis.
Fucking go.
I hear you, sis. I will be honest and say I'm wildly uncomfortable in this moment because I don't love that record. I think that's very pitchy.
I listened back to that album. We were thinking of music to play to your video, and I cried.
Oh, God.
What is the song? Oh, my God. It's a famous song.
Smile?
Yes. I don't know if that was it, actually. I have to look at it.
I love you so much.
One of them,
I
was like, Antoinette. I think because I don't know why I felt so close to that making of it. I was in the whirlwind. Just listening to it, I felt like, I like really sat and listened, really, really listened to you. I remember you recording it, taking the video.
You came up.
Yeah.
You came up for the recording. And I remember you couldn't stay long. And I was like, I can't believe this poor woman came all the way up here just because she knew I was about to die.
It was fabulous.
No. Love you.
Long to be close to you.
Oh, that's my favorite one.
I was
that's
like,
me and Christian McBride on the bass. Just me and
everybody
bass
go
solo.
listen to that. They long to be close to you. Just look up Antoinette Henry on Spotify.
Okay.
And Apple.
That's pitchy. It's pitchy, but it's cute.
With
it's sweet.
love.
It sounds like a lullaby.
Who took these pictures again?
Antonio from
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
God.
So much talent. Anyway, all right, we're going to take a break. And then when we get back,
Girl.
I have some questions. Well, really, I'm attempting radical honesty at 35 when we get back. Shanti, take us out.
After these messages, we will be right back. That was a good one. I like that one.
It was okay. Are you ready? I don't know how I'm going to get into this. Oh, God.
Just straight up. I like the questions out your hands.
Do you really want to love me? Remember that song? My mom. You don't remember it?
I do.
Oh, my mom used to blast that joint. Straight up, now tell me, girl. When I tell you who, I gotta tell you who was just calling and what they say. She crazy. All right, ready?
Yes.
And we are back. So, I'll be honest, okay, after all of my shenanigans of the practicing, Shanti said what she has said, And she was like, girl, you need to go back and fetch it. Sankofa moment. We love a Sankofa moment here on Around the Way Curls. And what she meant by that was you need to holla at somebody from the past. It's getting cold. And you deserve, queen. And I said, let me think. So I sat there and I thought. And I went through the list in my head and I said, nope, wouldn't do that again. That was old. That was horrible. Lives in another country. I would just go through the list, try to figure out what to do. And then there was one individual that I said, well, maybe.
Did you send that text?
No, I can't. I'm childish. You thought I was playing when I said you want to help me? I'm not going to send it. I already know I'm not going to send it because I can't do it. But I think that there's an exercise to be had here. And I need to understand at this big age of 35 how to be radically honest. And so how do you draft a booty call text? This is my rough draft. Hi. I don't know how to ride anymore. Can I please practice on you until my true love comes? No good? That's not it? I feel like that's radically honest.
No.
That is radical honesty. So you don't want radical honesty. Which one is it now? Because that's it.
No, you would say hi.
It. Hi, I lost it. Hi.
I have a preposition for you.
A preposition?
Yes.
Or a proposition?
What's a preposition? But afterwards, fuck. I'm so embarrassed. What is a preposition? Therefore.
I'm too high. Come on, I can't. She said, I have a imagine if my dumb ass would have texted him, hi, I have a preposition for you.
In and of.
He would have been like, if you don't get your illiterate ass.
That's why I was in remedial grammar when I went to community college. Community.
Oh my God. Wow. I needed that.
Listen. Fuck America. It's not fuck.
What?
Fuck this colonial language. Okay? I should be having more than. Anyway, Antoinette, go back to what we were saying before I embarrass myself. Proposition for you. Hi, this is what your radical honesty is. Hi, I don't think I know how to ride anymore. Can I practice on you until I find the love of my life? I would say, hi, I have a preposition for you. I don't know. I haven't had sex in a long time. And as crazy as it sounds, I think I don't know how to ride anymore.
You gotta
I would like to practice, and you feel like you were always a safe space for me sexually, and I would like to practice.
That was a trash tag.
Are you interested in having consensual sex without the expectations of a relationship? Nigga, that's grown as shit. Stop playing with me.
It just doesn't give allure. What if
You're not trying to allure?
Oh,
you
shit.
Libra? No. You're trying to create.
I wasn't giving allure either. I was giving
you were given
straight way awkward.
Nobody wants to hear that. But if you were to say you were a safe space, I enjoy having sex with you in the past. I want to have safe sex with someone that I feel safe with, without the expectation of a relationship. Clear, honest, grown. Is you or is you ain't got gas money.
So what if he says no?
Then you say, you dead too. If I see you in the street, you better keep my fucking name out your mouth and not tell anybody
this. You don't know me.
You don't know me, nigga.
No, but seriously, like, I think that's a big part. Like, at this big age of 35, I'm not built for rejection. Wait,
Okay.
you
Why?
want to reject
I
me?
feel like that's a big. This isn't my idea as well. This is also my ghostwriter. I would just like saying that my ghostwriter put this in my mind. He has noticed that women aren't making themselves vulnerable in a particular kind of way. Women want all this vulnerability. They want men to be all emotionally intelligent, but not me. Nigga, I die before I put myself out there. Women don't ask men out on dates. They don't put themselves out there.
Yes, the fuck they do. And I can't wait to get to that portion of this.
Girl, you don't really want to practice then. You ain't really
All right. I'm not writing this text. I didn't like your text. I think there has to be a little Libra in there. But that's okay.
The little Libra is that I've enjoyed. When I think back on my partners that I felt safe with, that I enjoyed the most, I go back to you. And he will be like, oh, really? For real?
Okay. Heard that, ladies? Next up, we talked about this, and we talked about how a friend of mine might get 2 different sized penises, toy penises to practice on, which I think is nothing but responsible. And what you said? R&D? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, and what's that again now? Research and what now?
Research and discovery. I'm not sure if that's correct, though.
So,
my acronym. I made it up.
So my question is, so wait, I have to preface this too, is that I had this conversation with Jada Ball Jades, and I can say her name because she was just only making fun of me. But she said some real shit to me, and she said, I hate this for you because guess the dick at 35 is no way to live.
Guess the dick size.
And she said
at 35.
She said you didn't guess wrong a bunch of times, Antoinette. It's off. It's off now.
You like the nigga on the street playing that crap game? Like, is it this one? Nope.
I didn't, and I had to correct her. So I didn't guess wrong. I didn't have the proper technique to work with what I had, but something that I don't know how to approach this radically and be radically honest. Like, if there is a situation where there's a discrepancy in size, that maybe the 2 bodies aren't gelling the way you would have imagined, connecting. The connector is loose.
It's not staying connected.
It's loose. Okay? If the
Disjointed.
connection is loose, disjointed, what do you say? Here's my draft. Hi. Your penis keeps slipping out, and I don't know if it's me or you. Is that a reflection of me or you? Like, we gotta figure it out. Is it my technique? Is it your penis? Is it a little of both? Most likely it's both. But what's the conversation there? What do you say? Like, hi, hey, what do we do?
I noticed that during penetration, your penis tends to, I lose it. How can we, I just want to stay connected. How do we even stay connected?
I just want to stay connected to you, King. Any tips? Literally and figuratively? Okay. No, seriously. What is this conversation like? Be serious.
First of all, be serious.
I do want to get some serious.
I feel like hands, well, are they always what?
Tell me. I don't know where
in your last
no, don't bring it to me, bitch. Say with you. What were you about to say?
I feel like hands speak volumes. Hands are directly correlated.
You're trying to say that's how you guess the penis. You're not like even having the conversation around. We're here now.
Keeping the penis inside of the thing.
We'll do both. Okay, let's give tips on how to guess. Because Jade's right. That's one hell of a game to play at 35. You just want to know what you're in for. That's all.
Hands and
set
feet.
Expectations. And I don't want to hear a whole bunch of men saying that we was putting value on the length of your penis and the girth of your penis.
No, we try to figure out how to work whatever. Internet's getting different sizes to
let me tell you,
accommodating to everybody.
And the other thing is, y'all don't want to enter anybody's vagina and fall in either. So you got your stipulations as well to be. So let's just level set there. Continue, Queen. How do you get hands?
I feel like hands
have done me wrong.
No, I would like to have seen the hands. Because a big hand, a big thick hand doesn't always guarantee. It doesn't.
Okay.
Because it's the shape of the hands as well. If they're thick but they're small, they're like a little nubby.
Then
If the palm is small,
you're dead.
Even if they're thick and big, it gets a little. It's a little bit like, oh,
it's not foolproof.
Feet as well. Nigga got little feet.
It's not foolproof.
If he's got locks and he's skinny,
that's foolproof.
Foolproof. He ain't got no locks, fucking calf muscle. Foolproof.
If he don't have no capital, foolproof. Foolproof.
Nigga broke.
A king.
He giving it to you, child.
Yeah, he's ruining your life. The other thing that I will say, it's not foolproof, but I will say a larger nose can sometimes be an indication, and the shape of the nose. If it's a real skinny, small nose that like, you ever seen them noses that are like that and they're pointy? It's like, that gives me a pointy penis. Yeah. But here's the thing. I've been duped. I've been wrong so many times, but I'm just saying, like, this is what I believe. This is when I look, that's what I see. But let's move forward to when you're there. You're there. We're here.
You're there.
The connection is loose. The connection is, your internet is going in and out. It ain't working. What's that conversation at 35? What's the radically honest thing? Seriously, like,
what positions feel
best to you?
Best for you. For me, it's missionary, or for me, it's doggy style. How do you feel about that? But if this nigga say doggy style and that thing keep falling out, then you just don't do doggy style. Do you have to have a conversation around it?
I think you do.
What do you
say? We just said that we have to have more conversation around sex with the person that we're having sex with. Yeah. I'll tell you this.
Keeps slipping out, and I really enjoy doggy style. Something that I don't want to give out. Can we work or give up on?
I don't know if I would start with it keeps slipping out. I think I might soften that blow. I think I said to someone once, I don't believe that either one of us were at our peak, like at our best. I would love the opportunity to explore, more X, Y, and Z given the chance, whatever. When it comes to this, though, I have said things and failed miserably.
What do you mean?
The person, we broke up. They couldn't handle it. I've also not said anything and still failed miserably on my end, where I was just there and dissatisfied completely. And all I could think about was how dissatisfied I was during the act. The closest I ever got was saying, like, I feel like I might be hurting you or something. Because when it slips out, you can come back down and then you bend it, whatever the case is. Yeah. I feel like I might be hurting you. Sometimes I don't want to do that. Guide me and like put his hands on me to help guide, like, because he knows when you're going up too far.
Yeah.
So it's like that kind of connection.
Guide me. I like that, Antoinette.
You're well. Okay, good.
That's a good one.
Okay. All right, next up. I got one. What is the chillest way to tell someone or to ask someone why they aren't in love with you yet? What's the chillest way to do that at 35? Because I'm really baffled. I'm like, it's a couple people that should be the fuck in love with me and be knocking at my door. This is big Libra energy, but I'm like, hold up. If you ain't fall in love with me yet, I'm not going to stop this fairy tale in my head. I'm just going to keep questioning why you're not in love with me. What the fuck? So here's my text. Hi. I know you ignored my last 12 attempts to hang out. Does this mean that we're not getting married? That's really what I want to say. Like, I know that I keep pursuing you and asking you to hang out because I've done this many a day now. Child, I feel like every other year it's somebody on my brain that I really like and they have friends on the fuck out of me and I can't get out of there. Just like clawing at the window. What do I say? And how do I say it without destroying the friendship if those feelings are not mutual?
Girl, don't make me make you mad with this because I've already said this a bajillion times and you continue to ignore me. So clearly you do not want
without ruining the friendship is the key. And
do you want a friendship or do you want a companionship with this person? Are you going to be okay with being this person's friends? Are you going to be okay with being this person's friend and this person goes and links up with somebody else and he's inviting you to their wedding?
I've done it. Been there, done that. Okay. Nothing new to me. Yes. Hi. Come on. Hi. Hey. Gift first. Hello.
I am wondering, I don't know, it's something about how are you perceiving me? I don't know, like, yes, there's something like, I know I'm perceiving you a certain way.
I know I'm perceiving
in our relation, and I wonder how you perceive me. Like, am I a friend? Am I...
Now you know a man will call you his friend and you be his fiance.
No. You know exactly what. If you, I say just be blunt because I'm a fucking Sagittarius. A Libra and a Sagittarius look for love together. My thing would be like, I'm interested in you. I like our relationship. I like our dynamic. I'm interested in you as more than a friend, and I just want you to know that. I want this clarity in our relationship.
Interesting.
And you would be like, hey, you want to go out again? Also, here's a bouquet of flowers. I sent some flowers to you.
I remember the most random and uneventful thing that you've ever told me in life, and I have it right here for you. Hi, I noticed that this is your absolute favorite drink. You posted it only once, but I saw it, screenshotted it, and waited to buy it for you. Don't you love me yet? You're right. No. I do that regardless, even in friendships. Like that's how I operate. I'm being ridiculous right now, but I agree with you. I think that's how you say it. I just go back to that rejection. I'd be like, oh.
Yeah, women. It's the thing. What is it? Everybody want dates, but they stay in the house. You keep waiting for the nigga to knock on your door. You gotta go out there.
You gotta break in,
out
baby.
there.
Well,
do scary things like that caller said.
Oh, don't be using my words against me now. Yeah, I think no, seriously, it all comes down to the rejection aspect. Because I've been bold, girl. If I could tell you something to think, I've been bold. I told somebody I love them and that I would marry them and that they should marry me. Like dead ass was like, you should marry me. I don't know what's going on with you, but like we should be married. And saying tongue in cheek, but letting them know like, yo, I like you. And it didn't work out in my favor, not because the feelings were mutual, but because they weren't able. And I got a shock of my life. I said, what in the hell? What? I actually don't know you. Say less. So that's the thing. Like I can do it, but I have to be, I think for me, I have to be really clear about everything. And I think
shut up. I have to be really clear about everything. Okay.
No, I was about to go back and tie stuff up. I have to be really okay. I have to be really clear that you have any interest. And I think what I was saying, everything, meaning it ties back to even how to ride on a smaller penis. I need to be clear that like that when that happens, you're not completely turned off by me, or that I am pleasing to you, that you do get pleasure from me, that like you know, like when the awkward things happen in that way, you just feel like, oh, you just go insecure. Mm-hmm. It's like the booty call text as well. I gotta be clear that like maybe you would reciprocate this, and that's
but some things you don't. It's just not how
right.
It works.
I hear
it's
you.
Not there's an uncertainty that you have to reckon with.
Wow, I guess it's blowing my mind. That's the root of the radical honesty. It's the uncertainty, but the truth. But you being true to yourself, you're certain about that, I guess, huh?
Ambiguity breeds anxiety.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I rather
rather than just
I rather just stay in the friend zone and never have sex again, and just keep practicing until someone breaks into my house
and catches you humping multiple pillows and finds an array of penis sizes, some curved.
Did you say penis size? Did you just say that?
I know, but that's what I should have said.
Oh, okay,
I said penis sizes, but penis size, I think, is now a better term for
penis size. How would you spell that?
Penises.
Is that the way of that? Is that the name of the episode? Penis size.
Penis size.
How do you spell penis size?
Penis I. PIN. PENISI. Penis I.
Okay, we gotta be done with this.
I know, silly. Girl. We've been talking for so long.
Yo. Okay, well, I don't know what this episode was. This isn't even the Kiki episode. We did it wrong.
No, the women gonna be like, girl, I've been wondering this too. Like I've been trying to get my booty call back with the one nigga.
No, I want to hear what women say, because I know that there's some bold ass around the way curls. Like I want to know what women say when they're like,
bold. Yeah, Antoinette wants to know what the Libras are saying.
No, I do want to be bold. I want to get out of this. I want to try so hard.
I think your lowest hanging fruit is the booty call.
Wow, she said you're only worth your lowest hanging fruit.
No, like that's the least, the risk or the vulnerability factor that feels like the least high stakes to fuck around with.
I hate the idea of a booty call so much.
It's not a booty call. It's an intentional, consensual, sexual lovemaking practice.
That's the test. Hi.
Exactly.
Would you like
and you're gonna make it nice.
In?
You're gonna have a nice space, and if you go to his house, you can write your requirements. I want it to be clean.
Oh, right.
You want your space to be clean.
Wow.
You set a time.
Oh my God, that's exciting.
Sounds fun, right?
Being in a relationship sounds funner, but heard you. Try not to catch. See, you can't tell no goddamn Libra try not to catch feelings. It's impossible. I don't want to play with that fire. Because then,
or you want to practice riding properly.
I do want to practice first a little bit. I need to warm up. I need to loosen up. I got shit to do over here. Vocal warm ups. You can't just belt it out, honey. So maybe I'll warm up some more and pray on it. That's it. I think that's this episode. I think we're done.
If anybody knows of the suction peni, please send it.
No.
A DM, and we will have them sent to the studio.
That is not the suction peni.
Yeah.
No, you just get that off of it. I know exactly where to go.
But some people may know really good ones.
Not pink ones, y'all. I hate to be racist. All right. We gotta go. I think they would confuse me.
You want like a black one? like a black one.
I don't like the colored ones. I think it's childish. Like these big hot pink. I don't play that. But I also don't want the life like white penis. I would prefer a lifelike brown or black penis or all black, like an actual black color.
Oh, I would like that
It's
as
just
well.
the shape of, something that's very.
I don't like the idea of it on a wall. Anyway. Georgia be like, what in the hell? What kind of hanger is this? Looking like a penis.
Mom, this shelf is weird.
Your clothing hook is.
I have to say, I had a roommate who had one on there. That's why I know they could do that. And I was like,
on the wall?
yes. It was awkward. They told me to grab
Who? You have to text me that. I cannot wait to hear who that is.
It was a he, so.
Oh my God.
There were multiple he's in my house, but it was a he. Shout out to him. Good for him.
You are. All right, Antoinette.
Yeah, we got
so much, but I do want to stop talking to you. I apologize. Community, thank you for listening.
Bye. Oh, God. I don't know what those 2 episodes were. I think the Kanye one is fine, but I don't know what this was, child.
That was chaos.
I be telling too much of my business, yo. Like, did I tell too much of my business?
No, you never revealed anything.
I think we should cut the last part out. It was a guy.
Why? Does he listen?
I have no idea, but I would feel terrible. Also, somebody sent me a dick pic during the episode, but it's not mine to share. They were sharing it with me, and they got it sent to them. And it shocked me. I said, and the worst part is I know the person.
You have to tell me all.
And I was like, I did not think that they had that now.
Can you tell me? Can we get off the phone so you can tell me?
Oh, yeah. I'm actually going to take that out.